Here's what I think is happening, Sean. Right now, Preet Bharara, who is the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York and one of the most crusading U.S. attorneys in America, has been working alongside the FBI, along with two other U.S. attorneys, one in Little Rock and another in Washington, D.C., investigating Hillary Clinton's connection to the Clinton Foundation when she was Secretary of State. This investigation is, I would say, hotter than ever. And I think that Comey, James Comey, the director of the FBI, who flamed out and failed to do what he should have done in the first place, which was indict her for the emails, may try to redeem himself now with the public corruption charge that Hillary was dealing in pay-to-play with the Clinton Foundation.
Wow. So you think that this is... Now, look, there is a story out today. Tell me if this is interconnected here. Hillary Clinton, on January 5th, 2009, signed an agreement promising to avoid any conflict of interest with the Clinton Foundation. Now, her document that she signed states the following, quote, "For the duration of my appointment as secretary, if I am confirmed," and she wrote this, as I understand it, on Senate letterhead, "I will not participate personally or substantively in any particular matter involving specific parties in which the William J. Clinton Foundation or the Clinton Global Initiative is a party of or represents a party." Now, Judicial Watch released these new emails last week, and in fact, these emails from the State Department, which were supposed to have been turned over ages ago, point out many conflicts of interest created by Hillary's actions as Secretary of State, her dealings with the Clinton Foundation and Global Initiative. You know, one of them, for example, Doug Band, who works for the Clinton Global Initiative, and he, I guess, is in charge of it, pressing Uma Abedin and Cheryl Mills to secure a connection at the State Department for a Nigerian billionaire, this guy Gilbert Shagari, who is a major donor of the Clinton Foundation. Anyway, in the email exchange, Abedin states it's Jeff Feltman. I'm sure he knows him. I'll talk to Jeff, referring to the ambassador of Lebanon. He wanted to meet this former ambassador from Lebanon. Band responded, "Better if you call him, now preferable. This is important. He's awake, I'm sure." And there are numerous instances where people, rich people, donating to the Clinton Foundation got the access. And in one case, one guy got the contracts to, I guess, rape and pillage the forests of Colombia because of a connection that was made through Secretary of State Clinton.
This is all true. Every word you just said is true, and I've reported a lot of it myself. And indeed, that letter of understanding that she signed before she became Secretary of State also said that Bill Clinton would not give speeches in foreign lands to foreign governments, to foreign businessmen, because it would be an obvious conflict of interest with his wife, who is Secretary of State. And, of course, as we well know, among the many speeches he did give abroad, he went to Moscow after we sold 20% of our uranium production facility here in the United States to Russia, and he got $500,000 for one speech. So the Clintons are so corrupt. To say that not wanting her in the White House has something to do with misogyny is absurd, utterly absurd.
Well, so what do you think? Tell us what you know is happening. I want you to dig as deep as you can go here and tell us everything you know that's going on. Now, come on, and I don't want you holding back. Just come on, come out with it, Ed.
What I do know is that Preet Bharara, the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, and James Comey, the FBI Director, are not only associates because they're both associated with the Justice Department, but they're good friends. They see each other when they're in each other's cities, New York and Washington, D.C., their wives, and they have dinner together. And Comey has been in touch with Bharara for months on the subject of Hillary Clinton's public corruption with the Clinton Foundation while she was Secretary of State. And Bharara has now lined up several witnesses, at least one of whom used to work for the Clinton Foundation. And he is digging into this big time. I think that we are long way from Hillary Clinton sliding into the White House without having some real serious legal problems before this election.